So, how does society work? Well, on paper, society is this grand, synchronized orchestra of human cooperation. Billions of people working together to build cities, enforce order, and create some illusion of progress. In practice, it's more like 8 billion improvisers sharing one stage, desperately pretending that money, laws, and social etiquette aren't just props in an extremely elaborate sketch comedy we never auditioned for. You wake up, pay imaginary numbers to a glowing rectangle, obey rules written by people who've been dead for centuries, and call it functioning. And somehow, it works. Because the secret ingredient isn't logic, it's agreement. Society runs entirely on a shared hallucination that all this means something. Take money, for instance. It's paper, metal, or worse, pixels. Yet, if I hand you a green rectangle with a dead guy on it, you'll give me a sandwich. We all nod and pretend this is perfectly normal. But society isn't some external machine humming in the background. It's not out there. It's you. It's me. It's the collective performance of sanity. Billions of humans waking up, doing chores, standing in line, pretending there's a plan. From the way we queue for coffee to how we elect leaders, the entire show relies on one fragile assumption: that chaos can be tamed with paperwork and polite small talk. So how did we get here? Well, the story starts with weakness. Humans are squishy, slow, and frankly terrible at solo missions. Early humans realized that if you hunt mammoths alone, you kind of die. If you do it in a group, you might just invent dinner. So they formed tribes. Tribes became villages, villages became civilizations, and civilizations invented that one cursed concept that still haunts us: taxes. Then came the hierarchy, because apparently no group of humans can exist without one person deciding they're in charge. It doesn't matter if it's a king, a CEO, or that guy in every group chat who insists on organizing everything. Someone has to hold the metaphorical clipboard. Hierarchies gave us structure, but also inequality, because for every leader there must be followers, and for every follower there's someone thinking, I definitely deserve a raise. So we wrote rules. Don't steal, don't kill, pay your taxes, pretend to like your relatives at dinner, Civilization 101. And for a while it worked, until we invented the internet. The moment Wi-Fi entered the chat, society's rulebook went from sacred scroll to optional terms of service. Now we live in an age where laws, etiquette, and sanity all have the same loophole.
Yeah, but it was funny.
But society isn't just politics and laws, it's culture. That invisible Wi-Fi signal of norms and habits that tells you what's normal in your particular patch of earth. You bow in Japan, you handshake in the West, you remove your shoes in some homes, your dignity in others. Culture is the unspoken operating system running in the background, constantly updating without your consent. It's why people debate pineapple on pizza as if it's a moral crisis. It's why humans built museums and reality TV, two sides of the same evolutionary coin. And then there's status, the unofficial currency of human existence. From cavemen with the biggest clubs to influencers with the biggest ring lights, humans have always needed a scoreboard. Society runs on validation. We don't just want to live, we want to look like we're living better than everyone else. So we chase titles, buy shiny things, post carefully curated selfies captioned, "just chilling," and pretend it's not all a global contest of who can appear happiest while slowly losing it inside. Here's the paradox though. Society is designed to make life easier, yet it constantly makes everyone anxious. You're told to be yourself, but only if yourself fits the brand. To stand out, but not too much. To follow your dreams, but maybe pick one that comes with health insurance. It's like being stuck in a group project where no one agrees on the topic, but everyone insists they're the leader. And despite all that, it still works. Every morning, the global machine boots up again, people clock in, send emails, pay bills, fall in love, argue online, and repeat. The gears keep turning, not because they're perfectly aligned, but because the alternative, total chaos, sounds like too much paperwork. Because society isn't a flawless system. It's a collective illusion that happens to function. A mass hallucination so detailed it builds skyscrapers, writes constitutions, and invents TikTok dances. It's billions of brains improvising together. keeping the rhythm of civilization alive through sheer momentum and caffeine. We invented government to feel safe, religions to feel meaningful, and memes to feel slightly less alone. And in between all the chaos, we managed to build art, raise families, and have late-night existential crises about how none of this makes sense, which is ironically the most human thing of all. So how does society work? It doesn't. Not really, not like a machine or a formula. It's just the longest running group project in history, held together by habit, hope, and the quiet fear that the void might have worse management. And maybe that's about it. Society isn't supposed to be perfect, it's supposed to be possible. It's the shared beautiful delusion that we're all in this together. A global improv act where everyone's making it up as they go. And somehow, despite the confusion, corruption, and cosmic absurdity of it all, we still fall in love, build cities, and tell stories. Maybe that's all society ever was. The ongoing miracle that, even when everything looks like it's falling apart, we still show up for the next scene.